Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Tug, a Drag Race recap podcast. My name is Wellington, and I'm here with my other co host. Hi, Ray.
Hey, bays. Welcome back to another Tight Tuck.
Hey, Eli.
Hi guys, hi everybody. I missed you guys last week. I was
I
away, so
know.
I
Oh my
apologize. But
gosh. It's
I'm
like we
excited
get
to get
one and then we lose another.
oh, yeah. But I'm excited to get right back into things. Don't want to.
Let's see
So,
if the shade is still there.
talking about losing one, gaining another, Edward is not here today. The Bay had to collect those coins, so we respect it. But we will get into the mother tucking tea of it all. Episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Michelle Visage online shopping. Actually, before I even get into it, Bosco won last week, his first,
As she should.
Right, well deserved,
and Orient Story went home.
As she should.
as they should. Right.
Jorgeous saved herself from elimination,
As she should.
as she should.
Right.
And also as she should have been there too, because she did horrible last week.
Wait, but do you think that she like how do you think her lip sync was? Like, do you think she slayed it like everybody thought she would, or like did you think like it was just okay?
Oh no, she gave exactly what I was expecting. Which
Right.
I'm happy that she did. Because I feel like you're not gonna sit there and do like in her talent show, how
Right.
fierce she came. I was like, no, like I would be shaking in my boots. Like Orian's story was probably like, oh my god.
No.
Right.
So me and Wellington were talking. We were like saying how although it was great, it was so it seemed like so rehearsed, so like choreographed. Like everything was like remember Wellington? It was like
Yeah.
like,
Okay, maybe I feel like okay, I could see that because they're arguing the song, so maybe she was like, at this point, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this.
Right. It almost looked like she was putting on a show. Like I don't know. I get they are giving the song ahead of time, but I always expect them to be like impromptu, and I feel like that's what makes it great. Oh,
Okay.
this is much better. I like this. And so I don't know. I thought it was good, but I thought it could be. It was like just I don't know. It looked very robotic to me.
I
Maybe
feel
we should
like
have been here last episode so you could discuss it.
right. Like let's not discuss last week's elimination. But shout out to our girl Georges. You're one more week in the competition. And soon after Georges win and Orient Story's elimination, Deja Sky and Diabetti got into it after the queens got back into the workroom after the runway because Daya was complaining that she doesn't like the fact that she's safe and she was really annoyed and she was just pressing that and Deja was just like, you're annoying right now with all of this.
Right.
Like, I'm not having it. What do you guys think about that?
Finally, some drama. Finally, something that will make me want to watch the show. Because come on now, like, come on. You got Emmys because of the drama, not because of the kumbaya.
Right. Shout out to Candy Muse.
Right. So I understand Daya, especially throughout this episode we'll unpack or untuck, that she's being compared a lot to her Drag Race sister who was like top 3. So I feel like it's frustrating on her end. And I think last week she served a beautiful look. And I think that she was good on the challenge. So I understand her frustration, but I feel like if there was more top placements, she would have been like top 5 for that category.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's only top 3. So I get her frustration, but it's also like all these queens need to understand like it's episode 4, challenge 5. Breathe. Like there's still a whole bunch of
queens. Like oh my god, it's literally double digits still. Calm down.
But I think the frustration also comes from like seeing Angeria and seeing how well she is doing and being like, what the hell? Like she has been in the top twice now. Like
you know what? I agree with what you guys are saying, but I also feel like in order for Daya to get to the top, she wants to know like what can she do now to improve to get there. So it's like I get like it's like breathe and take chill out, but it's also like okay, how can I perfect my craft so that
she also isn't getting the feedback, so
right.
I understand it as well. But I feel like if I was there, I'd be like, well, I made it, so I mean, I'm doing something right, but I'm doing something wrong. But clearly, there's more right than there is wrong.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep rocking until I land myself on the bottom, and then they, G check me. So I understand her, but I don't understand why she didn't rock Miss Deja Sky in the mouth.
Right.
Oh, freaking rude ass skank. She was so rude, and she was like, "You call me a bitch again. I'm a Some shit she said. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. When she comes on the screen, I'm like,
it was not given to me. She was trying to have like a moment with her, like I'm a boss you moment, I'm a son you moment.
Right.
Deja, it was not giving. Shut your big ass mouth up, please and thank you. Like you're doing way too much for me.
right.
And this is not the way that you
Get screen
like.
time.
Yeah, this is not the way to
Right.
earn your check, baby. You're
Right.
doing it the wrong way. Like you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, and I also feel like she is another one who feels like she's coasting, so she's literally grasping at straws, just trying
Right.
to fight just to get that screen time.
I'm gonna get into her later. I'm gonna get into her later.
Ooh, child.
Get into the ace.
Soon after, RuPaul walks into the workroom and tells the queens that this week's Maxi challenge is the Glamazon Prime challenge, where the ladies have to create garments out of random stuff Michelle Visage ordered from Glamazon Prime. How cool!
That's a great play on words.
Like one thing about the producers is they will flip every brand and make it RuPaul Drag Race related. Like, oh my god,
Their power, their minds.
Daya, as they're looking through the things that they have to pick, Betty tells Willow Pill that she is doing the doll look and that Willow Pill needs to do something else, even though Willow Pill was also thinking about doing the doll look. If you guys were in the workroom and it's the same challenge, say, let's replace ourselves with some of the queens, and I go up to you and I say, Raymond, you cannot do that look because I was already thinking of that look. What will be your response?
I would have been like, "Oh, you're doing the look. Well, we're gonna find out who did it best." And I
Right.
would continue to do that look because you're
Right,
gonna
right.
say, if she would have been like more in the sense of like, "Oh, you're doing a baby doll look," like, "Oh, I'm actually doing one too," just giving you a heads up, but that's super cool. Like, I think the judges will love it because then I would be like, "Oh, you're doing one too. Okay, let me not do the same thing because like that
Mhm.
won't be like original in a sense. And also like I want to stand out from the judges. So thank you for that tip. Thank you for that heads up." But Daya was like, "I'm letting you know right now. Don't you dare." And I think it was like her defense mechanism because she wants so badly to be at the top, like desperate, that
Mhm.
she's gonna do things like that, coming up to Willow and like saying like, no.
Willow Pill was like, "You're get out." Like
She was like, "Thank you for telling me that because now I know what not to do."
literally like
Right.
Willow Pill was like, "What in the
No, but even though
world?"
they both did dolls, I feel like it was both like different like renditions or different like types of dolls. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it would have been completely different ideas anyways. I felt like Daya.
Plus, you can't
Like, what
say
are the
that.
odds though?
You
Like that they
can't
had the
say
same idea.
that.
That was kind of weird.
You can say that after you just did Nights of a Thousand J-Los where everybody had to pick a J-Lo
Right.
look. Like you know
Right.
what I'm saying? You have already been in a challenge where you've all had to like pick from the same source.
Right.
So if Willow decided to do the doll look, I feel like their drags are so completely different that it would have been so much different. And I feel like still with a chance for the judges to love both. I think
Yeah.
Daya was coming from the sense of like, oh, if another person does the same theme that I'm doing, one of us is either gonna be a good one or the bad one.
Right.
But I feel like they both could have actually like both been good looks. But you know,
And I also think because of Willow being in the top so much, so having someone who's such a fierce
she was
competitor potentially do the same
intimidated.
type of like vibe as you,
Mhm.
Yeah.
definitely triggered her and was like, "Oh wait, time out. Like, let me check this." But nonetheless, the proof was in the pudding. So
Right. So soon after the queens get on the motherfucking runway and we go one by one. So first, Daya Sky. Daya Sky is giving us this look. I like you guys go.
can she go?
No. Thank you, Raymond, because you took the words.
Can she?
I haven't been a fan of Daya since Deja since the show started, and I'm like, you need to go. Like, you're next.
I just get upset because it's like, yo, you guys prepare for this, right?
Right.
One of those ways to prepare is like, the sewing challenges are coming, so do better, do better. What gets me even more mad is that she is a seamstress herself. She has
Right.
Self-acclaimed.
we
Like,
saw what she made in the last sewing challenge. That bodice that she built, like, she looked gorgeous.
Right.
So for her to sit there and take two pieces of bed sheets, put it on each shoulder, cross it, and tie with a little ass curtain rod like thingy, I was like, girl,
thank you.
get
I'll come
out of my
to
face.
Baffled.
baffled. And what
and
gets me
also
mad is like her top looks gorgeous. I love, like, get away from the pastels, girl. Get away from the pastels on your face and wigs. Like, you, that brown wig looks good on her skin tone. And her makeup doesn't look
Right.
bad.
Right.
It's
I
like,
agree.
what is
I
going
agree.
on?
she might be bronzing too much for me though. Like she might be like borderline like orange. And I don't know if that's intentional, but or I don't know if just that's just the way the camera is making her look. Also I get the same drag with her. Like every runway, I feel like I'm seeing the same thing in different colors.
Yeah.
So I'm just not impressed. This was a chop for me, like period. Like as soon as he walked in, I said, "Cut it out, lights out, turn off. Like everybody go home.
Right.
Interns get the rest of the week off. Janitors like take out all the lights. Like
Shut it
custodians
down.
clean up.
Like, we're in
Send
the wrong show.
send all the queens back home. We let's regroup in 6 months. That's how I felt after I saw Teja.
Right, yeah, I agree.
Um, moving forward, Carrie Colby, the
Carrie.
blue queen, giving us blue wig, little blue dress, and a side of mop.
Not a side of mop chair. I like Carrie. I feel like I've always been a fan of Carrie since the show has started. Raymond, stop being a hater. No, I like Carrie. I don't think maybe she has. Actually, wait. I will say one thing. Carrie has gotten a lot of screen time. I feel like, especially this episode, they gave her a lot of clips. Like confessionals. But I thought the look was great. I like the wig. I like the makeup. The outfit's a little like bit of a hot mess. That's what we're judging here, right? The outfit. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but I liked it. I liked
And
it.
you see, like, this is a perfect example of what they're doing, is that they love Carrie Colby and like what she stands for and like what she can bring. That
Right.
I feel like they're pushing her and like purposely doing certain things. Like, they're not. Go look
But
at
she
this.
doesn't deserve to go home. I don't think she's done anything that makes that she deserves to go home.
The episode that she was in the bottom, she should have went home, but that's besides me. This look, first of all, the colors don't even look well. Wait, it looks like she started something, and because they said like, "Oh, this is so cute," she was like, "All right, like I don't know what else to do with it, but I'm gonna build around it and add shit to it." That's
Right,
what it looks like she did, and it's just like, you look a mess. What is this? What
right.
the fuck is this? What is this? I don't even know what it look. I can't. I cannot believe that she wasn't in the bottom. Like, I am gagged at the fact that she wasn't in the bottom. Cause
Right.
what the freak was that?
Right,
Oh, I'm so bothered. I'm so bothered.
right.
No, you're pressed, Raymond.
I hate it because like this gives. No one is clocking this. Like, her face and makeup and wig, gorgeous. No one can clock it because you're pretty. Like, you are naturally pretty. You don't even. I think we discussed this last episode. Is that she doesn't give drag. She gives women who can like fit a theme.
Right.
So I
Well, that's why I don't
appreciate
know
her
if
prettiness, but like that's all she has for me. And I was like, down. This was disgusting. Disgusting. She should
To
have been.
me, I'm not impressed by Carrie Colby at all. I think that she looks cute sometimes. I think that it's either she looks cute or she doesn't get the
Yeah, very
challenge.
underwhelmed.
I am very underwhelmed. I even her personality to me is old, like in the sense of like her confessionals. I feel like I don't. I just want to. I just want to make sure I'm clear. I don't know this woman in real life. I don't know how she actually, talks and how her personality is, but it feels like she's putting up too much of an act for the cameras. Like her confessional, she's trying to be like stereotypical, like ghetto girl. Like I don't like. I don't know. Like it's not genuine to me. Like none of her jokes land on me. Like
right.
I don't know.
I get what you're
So
saying.
and in the runway, she literally disappoints. Like she doesn't. It's not giving me like, um, what's the name?
Kylie?
Season
Oh,
13, trans
She's
queen.
good.
No, season 13, trans queen.
All got
really?
me.
Oh no,
God
my
Mick.
bad. Sorry,
It's
sorry.
not giving God Mick. You know what I'm saying? Like God Mick personality was genuine and came through. Like God Mick was herself. Like I feel like every day. Carrie Colby, I don't know if it's just because she's getting used to the camera. Some of the queens might get used to the camera, like takes them a little bit longer, but she could be eliminated if it was like if I was the judge.
Yeah, I don't think she deserves to win, to be honest. I just enjoy watching her every week, but I don't
At
think
least
she
for
deserves
now.
the title.
At least
Right.
for now, from what we've seen, it's not
Can we
giving.
go to the next person?
So next, Little Miss George's. The queen was giving us a green moment. Cute little bodysuit with a yellow belt and a bra and some stars. The beat though, the beat was beaten. Like
I know.
that
Look, I
face,
hope she pressed charges because that she got me.
like that face and that hair and that bounce and that little walk. Like
She sells it like
She
every
sells.
like she
She
sells
sells.
every aspect of it, like every corner she sells, I feel.
Georges could walk in that motherfucking runway with legit like a pile of shit on her, and I'm here for it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
And that's, but I don't know if y'all like, I be on the blocks. Like the more that I watch Drag Race, the more that I become like obsessed.
right,
So personally, my feelings toward this look, I thought she ate. I thought she looked really cute. I thought
Right.
it fit her very well. And above it all, I think like you need to be able to sell it. And she
Right.
does it on the
right,
runway. No matter what she has, she's like, oh, baby, I'm going to sell this. And I think
right.
that's what she did. Like, she sat there, stopped, gave choreo, like, boom, boom, cat, and, like, twirled. So I
Yeah.
thought, like, just everything about it, I thought, aside from her, like, doing that extra shit on the runway, she did look good. And I thought it was a well-constructed look. Like, to me, it gave very much bikini at the beach. It was cute. But the girls are not happy on the blog. So, do you guys
Why are they
remember?
not happy?
Okay, so do you guys remember Cynthia Lee Fontaine? She was on season
Yeah.
9 and 8. So she was on 8. They brought her back for 9.
Yes, I did see this on the vlogs. I did see this. Go.
So she's a drag queen, like she's an alum, and
Yes.
she was like, well, like pretty much saying like this is weird. Like back in my day, the sewing challenge was about X, Y, and Z, not like about you selling it on the runway, and like that looks a mess. Like she just didn't like it. She thought that it didn't look as good. She felt like certain people were robbed. So people that she mentioned was and Jerry, I think it was, and even Lady Camden. Like she felt like they were robbed and that Jorgeous didn't deserve it. And a lot of the other queens felt like that too. And I low key feel like she didn't deserve to win, but she deserved the top placement. But Jorgeous
I
clapped
agree.
back to Cynthia and was like, "That's why your car's messed up. That's why your car don't work." Something like that. And it's because Cynthia put up a picture like, "Oh, hey guys, like, I won't be able to make it tonight. I got into a car crash."
No, that is just messy, Chad.
This is crazy. Like she's not having it.
She literally ate her up with that little comment. Like
Right,
she ate.
right.
And then put a heart at the end. Like
Like, what do you
Bro.
say back to that? Like,
Well, what did she say? Because Cynthia Lee Fontaine responded.
she responded to her. When I saw it earlier, I didn't see anything. What did she reply?
Okay, let me see if I can find.
Because I
it.
feel like also Cynthia Lee, like English is her second language. So some of her tweets you have to like piece together to better understand what she's saying.
No, literally. Okay, so
wait,
That's
Wilson, while you're
right.
looking it up,
Oh.
you found it?
yeah.
Okay, go
Wait,
ahead.
hold on. Yeah, I found it. Hold on.
Child,
wait.
I don't know that. I don't think she responded. I think she just like kept it cute, like, okay, she got it.
No,
And kept she
I-
kept twirling with like other people. But nonetheless, I feel like she didn't deserve the win, but I think she did deserve to like be in the top.
Right. I agree. And there was one moment like during the challenge that I liked that where like George's, remember she had to start like her outfit all over again, and then like one of them offered her their like extra scraps they have, and I thought that was nice. Yeah, I thought that was nice because like even though they're in competition together, against each other, like you could still help somebody out, and
Right.
I don't know, I like that little.
First of all, George's also tweeted, "Bitch, I don't even know how to drive," because I guess people were commenting like on the fact that she brought that out. Yeah, I don't know. It was cute for me. It was cute. I feel like I kind of agree with Daya in the sense that
It was
some of the girls depend on their body to like just wrap something around, make it look sexy, make it look cute. And I just feel as though like where's the concept? I literally agree with diabetic.
Right.
Like, where's the concept? Where is the drag? Because drag is not just like I'm gonna look cute in a costume. Drag is also like You're telling a
Art.
story. You're right, like literal art. So should she be at the top? Yes. Should she have won? No. I sound like Cynthia Lee Fontaine right now.
Literally. But okay, whatever. I'm over Jorgeous, honestly.
So moving forward, Angeria, that bitch, Paris Van Michaels, giving us fan moment, black and gray. What do you guys think?
Like, I honestly feel bad for these other girls.
Right.
Because if I was in a competition with Angeria, I honestly think I would like tap out. Like I would like bend
I
be
would
like,
have I would have
fuck.
been like gone.
Well, I'm like, there's literally no point.
Right.
Literally no point. I love this. I love how she structured it so that her shoulders look bigger, and then like she had this itty bitty waist, and then the way that she
Yes.
everything about it looks like a real ass gown. Like it doesn't look craftsy. It doesn't look like it looks like it was meant to be looking like this. Like it just looks so
Yeah.
good. And then the way that she styled her hair to be very sleek and narrow to go
Right.
with that narrow opening that she has here, it was just amazing.
So I just found the tweet. That's why so Cynthia Lee she said that's why your car is messed up, and then Cynthia Lee Fontaine says, "Yes, the same way. According to the rumors, your elimination will be looking like messed up. Linda, wish you the best." And
Who?
then a fan responded to that and said, "Not twice, but 3 times you've been eliminated by a lipstick assassin, Cynthia Lee Fontaine." And then George just retweeted.
Wow.
I like when the girls get snappy on Instagram.
No, these drag race girls like are oh my gosh, like you say one thing, oh my god, I get eaten up on Instagram all the time.
You get blocked. Like you literally how many drag queens are you blocked by now?
As far as I know, too, but the way that
You might have to check again, Raymond, because
By the end of the season, how many drag queens do we think that Raymond is gonna be blocked by? I'm saying 10.
I'm thinking 5.
at the
I'm
rate
saying-
that Deja's going, I might be blocked by
You
her.
might have a restraining order.
Like quite honestly. It's me
Anyways,
getting blocked and then going to them like, Queen, I love you.
no, right.
Maybe I
Anyways, Angeria, like I mean, what can I say? Like good. Again, A plus next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's that good. She's that good.
It's like I'm getting annoyed because it's like I want her to fuck up. I want you to fuck up. Like I want you to let me down. Like can
Well,
you
she's
do
in
it
the top every episode. I think she's in the top.
every episode?
I don't
And then the
even know,
next
like,
and then even next episode is gonna be an acting challenge, and it's just like she is an actress. Like,
Did you see her walking away with the crown?
oh baby, yes,
Really?
baby, yes.
I definitely see her going like, all the way.
Definitely top 4.
oh,
Yeah,
she's
I
definitely
agree.
top 2. But the only thing is that I don't have we seen her lip sync? I don't know how
Yes, she did a lip sync to her own song as a talent, and she won.
Yes. That
Like
is
she's
true.
Shooting checks on the check.
literally check. So she's a winner for me. So, but I will say, like, I don't know. I love this dress. I think she looked great, and it was a beautifully constructed garment. But there are going to be some other queens who I feel did deserve like a top placement that I felt were robbed.
Right.
But do you think that if you are a queen and you're pulling out top level dresses and runways every week, do you think that they should place you in safe just to give another queen some shine? Or do you think that if you really work for it and you're really the boss bitch, you should be on the top?
give
No,
credit
for
where
sure.
credit
But I'm
due.
saying though, I'm gonna point out some other looks that I felt were a little bit better. And like I appreciate Angelia's look because it looked like it was off a runway. She could be on a red carpet with something that's literally similar as that. Like I see someone making that like a dress. Like I can
Right.
see a celebrity wearing that on the red carpet at an award ceremony type of thing. So I
Right.
guess that was her concept. But I feel like for the I don't know. I'm like conflicted because the challenge, yes, you were given literally shit, and she made this beautiful gown, and I love it.
Right.
But I feel like there's other queens who like really utilized the items and made a really well constructed look and concept that I feel they were robbed, and we'll go through it.
So talking about concepts, Willow Pill. Willow Pill is giving us little monster horns, long arms that she made out. I don't even know who she's I don't know how she made those arms.
I don't know how like she is even like holding it up.
Honestly,
Right.
I lived.
I thought, I don't know. I feel like the more I see it, the more I kind of feel like maybe like, am I reaching by saying she should have went to the bottom?
Oh,
Like I think the idea is cool. I think the concept is cool. I just don't feel like it really like delivered that much.
I love it. I think she ate and the way that she sold it too. I think that's the biggest thing too with these bitches. Like, sell what you're wearing. Like, do it, mama. And I feel like she did so good. She used a blanket, like a whole ass
Yeah, that
blanket.
material was very hard to like
Oh my
Very
manage.
heavy as
gosh.
fuck too.
Not stretch. And then she made like I love the look. I
And
love
it's
the look.
perfectly fitted to her body. Like
Perfect.
usually when small queens use this type of baggy material, they have a really hard time fitting
Right.
it into their tiny bodies. And she really cut, like she literally, it's like she knows her measurements on
Lit-
hand.
to the
She
T.
should.
Like she is literally to the centimeter to the millicentimeter. Like she knows how to make that shit fair. And I love how she was able to get the reach on her arms and make it these like long
Yes.
whole things and
And how
like
she
move it
sold it.
around.
Yes.
Yes, like she was. I loved it. I thought she ate. See, this I appreciated a little bit more than Angeria's because I think. Although it was very gorgeous for her to pull that off, it was also very safe, and I don't think she utilized that much material and like took it to the next level. And I feel
Okay.
like what Willow Pill did here is drag, like
Right.
the camp of it all, the conceptualizing of it all, and like just everything of it all. Like I think she just gave, she gave, and I feel like I would have put her on the top because I would like I need to know like what the fuck is going on in that brain of yours.
Right.
Because what the fuck?
She's a genius, and I also think that she's just a super creative person because even when Daya was like asking her, and she's like, "It's just a little monster," like like
Right.
I just created this shit out of nowhere. Like it comes to me like she's really that bitch when it comes to like putting looks together and
And she started a whole look and was like, "Oh, you're doing that? Okay, cool. I'll figure it out." And
Right, right. That's right. Mhm.
figured it out.
she literally said, "All right." Daya swore she was gonna have like World War III over this, like she
Literally.
swore she was gonna
No
have
idea.
her candy untucked moment, and Willow really said, "Mhm,
She
okay."
said, "Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Right,
Okay."
right, okay.
Oh
She's like,
Lord.
"Mind you, little bitch. Like that was one of the 10,000 looks in my head.
Right,
Thank you for confirming."
right. Moving forward, Maddie, thank God she got eliminated.
Spoiler
Morphosis.
alert.
Spoiler alert.
Bye.
Maddie Morphosis. Honestly, I I didn't hate it as much until the judges critiqued it. After
Right.
the judges critiqued it, I kind of understood why it doesn't work. But I also feel like this is Maddie's peak creative. Like this is Maddie's best work. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is if Maddie has to put like construct a look, I feel like this is the best that Maddie could do.
Like Maddie's gonna
Um
wear this again in the club. Like
Right, right, right. Literally.
like Maddie is definitely wearing this to a lip sync show. Like she is I don't know. I
I
don't
got it
know.
though. Like I feel like the judges really like the look kind of went over the head, but I feel like I understood. Like even prior to Maddie explaining it, I kind of understood the look she was going for. So I feel like that's why it didn't really get like it didn't land well. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, keeping it a buck, like when it first came out, I was like, "Oh, okay, she
Like I get
worked."
right. I mean,
Right.
But
listen, I'm
then
not
like
saying I lived for it. Like I'm not saying I loved it, but I understood what she was trying to like portray. You
like
know, like
I would have sent like I would have put Deja versus Jasmine. Like I feel like Maddie tried and like I thought had like a full conceptualized look and actually tried and actually used the sewing machine and they
right.
just
I
wrapped
mean,
fabrics against him. So
we
I
have
like
to.
I appreciated
Mhm.
it, but like there's so much wrong.
I mean, we have to remember like what they were given to work with, like literally like nook and cranny, like the most random items, you know. So I feel like she was able to kind of pull off a look using, the items she had. But
What's pissing me off the more that I look at this picture is that like Maddie, why the fuck didn't you go with that look on your mannequin? Because he's serving a look right now.
why
What
is
your
he
mannequin has
there? I don't feel
on,
like they should have brought him at all.
I
Right.
feel like you should have just put that on. Because what? He looks better than what she looks like.
Oh my god!
Also, I feel like at the same rate that you're saying, Eli, that we have to remember what they had available. I feel like looking at what she's wearing right now, she definitely grabbed a lot of material. She definitely grabbed a lot of like a lot of shit that she could have made into a way better construction. I feel like that's a waste of material. Like the way that skirt falls, the way that top is fitted to her body loosely, like under the arms, in the armpit area. Um, why are you bringing this blow up doll? Like it just doesn't work. Sometimes the props are not it, and this is a an example of that.
You gave your prop your best look, and it just showed.
Literally, it's funny because on the pit stop, Gigi Good was like, "I would have torn the prop up and used
Yes.
it as a stretchy fabric." I'm like, "You are a genius!
No,
Like, you are
That is pretty smart though.
a machine!" Like
and then
the
she would have
way,
like put it on her like self and like made it look like a whole like skin.
yeah, like literally, like, oh my god, what a genius. Anyways, moving forward, Daya Betty giving us Little Miss Doll that she fought so hard for, in a yellow moment with a little friend in her hand as a sock, little card. I don't know what to call that. But what do you guys think?
Can I please let me start? So
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'll start off by saying Daya is really not my favorite queen on the show. Probably one of my least favorite. But I kind of sympathized with her in this episode because I felt like I got what she was saying. Here she is, like she takes pride in her, like her ability to sew, you know. And so here she is, like literally busting her ass to make this look and put it together. And she put a lot of time and effort and creativity, and it was well thought out. I thought from head to toe. And here she comes, and she's like so proud of this moment, you know. And she doesn't get the recognition she feels like she deserves. And then here comes Jorgeous, like basically looking cute in like a skimpy ass outfit, and here, you know, Jorgeous takes the crown. So I get where Daya was coming from. I did sympathize, but I don't know. Do you guys think she deserved the win?
I feel like what she was complaining about opens a big can of worms of
Right.
what is going on with the judges. Like
Like, what
when
are you guys looking for?
like on in Untalked, when she was like saying like, I constructed this, I built this, I made this, I did this, and she literally said like, I'm sorry girls, but like my garment looks like, oh, they all said it, like her garment looked like she brought it, like,
Right.
and worked on it for months, not something that she put together. That, so it's like, are the judges taking that into account? Like, are the judges actually like, what's the criteria?
Okay, so for me though, I felt like, I mean, it was campy, but it also kind of looked costumey to me. So granted, just because you spent 10 hours making it doesn't mean that it's something of like, I don't know, that it's like good, I guess. Like,
But it looks like something she like
I'm
brought.
I mean, like yeah, no, 100%. And considering the fact that, remember, they just randomly use like what was ever in the Glamazon
And
Prime.
that's the
So, like,
challenge. The challenge is to create
right.
something great out of bullshit. So like I do feel
She
like
was robbed.
this was the best creation out of all of them.
Right. And I don't even think she made it to the top, right?
No, she was safe.
I won't
Right.
let y'all talk because this bitch was robbed.
No, literally.
She ate.
She ate it up
Fucking ate.
and left
You
no
mean
crumbs.
to tell me? That's why I was like, you stupid bitch. You should have let somebody do a fucking baby doll look so that yours would have been
So
like
you would have
highlighted,
ate her up.
ate her up because this is your bread and butter, baby. You should not have sat there and try to like sit there and sway other girls. You be like, let's all do baby doll looks. Let's all do it.
Right.
Because this bitch ate. And that's why I was saying, like, Angeria, I think she did a beautifully constructed garment, but it was very safe. And this bitch, she literally looked at a sock puppet, took inspiration from that, and created like a mother of the sock puppet and
Right.
had this whole constructed, beautiful look. I thought she looked amazing. And like the whole like costumey thing is like, okay, but like I would understand that if she would have brought it home. But like she made that. So what did you expect her not to make? Also, like all these bitches made costumes.
Right.
It's just a different looking costume. I felt like she gave like Drag Race needs to have a conversation with themselves and figure out, is this an actual drag competition? Like we're literally seeing who does drag in their own way to the best to their own way, or is this a pageant? are we watching a pageant? Because that's what it gives at times. And that's what I get frustrated about Angeria is that she's very pageantry and she serves beautiful looks, but Daya is so true to her form of drag and the type of drag that she does. I feel like it's frustrating, and I understand why it's frustrating for her because it's like I feel like y'all are overlooking me. And then the competition this week, the assignment was to create a look off of literal shit and trash and
Right.
gossip. And I did it, and somehow a girl who literally like just put something against her body and made it look like a bikini won. But I have a look,
Right.
baby. And the
Right.
way that she sold it too, that's why I got mad. I'm like, she was on the runway selling the fuck out of this. The way that
Right.
it fit her body, the way that when she turned, like, it was gorgeous to me. It was gorgeous. The only
It-
critique I have is that I would have wished that her eye makeup wasn't to emulate like the eyes of the sock puppet like she has on
Yeah.
those glasses. I feel like if she took it off and had like really fierce, sickening makeup, it would have been gorgeous. Like there was no need to make it like those big eyeball
But
things. But ultimately, this was a top 3 look. Like borderline should have won the challenge for me.
But I have a question for you guys. So, do these in the past seasons? Do these like costumey, campy looks typically do well?
they can do well if
It's a
you
give and
do them
take.
well.
It's a
Like,
give and take, yeah. But as of lately, it's been more like it's we need to understand like this is a produced show now. Like they're putting bitches at the forefront who they know that the public will
Right.
eat up. And like Jorgeous obviously was gonna be eating up. She's young, Rue loves her. The camera knows that Rue loves her. Also, she's just like as gorgeous. She's just a stereotypically
Literally.
beautiful twink. So I feel like they're definitely pushing her to the front, and I feel like Rue is obsessed with her because
Rue
she's so
is
young
obsessed
and
with her.
so like amazing that he's just and I don't know if you guys watch other franchises, but like you Drag Race UK this past season, the winner was like a fucking 19-year-old or a 20-year-old. So these are
Yes.
that's with these little girls who are like so good at
Yeah.
drag.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
So
And Crystal, what was her name? Crystal Versace.
yes.
Um, she does give me Georges does give me like
Like the girl who's so
Chris-
young and like
yeah.
yeah, is so like has this personality and
Aquaria, like she's
all these
definitely
young queens. Like yes,
yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
So that's why I feel like they're pushing her forward and why she won the challenge. And I think yeah, she looked gorgeous in it, but ultimately like if I was just to take a picture and we put it up like on a wall, like and you told me what the challenge was, I just feel like Daya should have been in the top.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say. I want to say two things really quick. Yeah, Raymond, I agree with you. I felt like if they took maybe they just showed the costume and like then it would be a different critique because they wouldn't be basing it off hair, makeup, all those other things. And there was one thing I feel like I appreciated about All Stars was like, there was the bottom queen, but then I also felt like the queens made the vote, right? They voted who the other person in the bottom was, and I felt like it was very honest and there was a lot of integrity
It
that
was
went into
fair.
that. Yeah, because they base it off of like track record, and I feel like they really judge
It's not always like that
just
though.
fairly.
I will argue that sometimes like it gets messy because the queens have like Shangela was robbed.
Oh, yes.
Well, I
The
only
queens should have never chosen who won that season. Like I don't like that sometimes because the queens that are a threat are eliminated.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
want
and
to
also with
oh
All Stars, sometimes they take
I
into
get
consideration.
triggered with Shangela shit. I get triggered. I'm still not over.
Okay, but yes,
yeah, but
ultimately,
Angela's super successful without the win though.
oh for sure.
One
I
of the
don't think we'll
top,
ever
yeah,
see
one
her
of the
on a.
top.
I don't think we'll ever see her on another All Stars until like
No,
she's like 50 and like her career is like.
she's also way past that. She doesn't compete anymore. She's an established drag queen.
Oh,
She's in the realms of the RuPaul's of the world, like right under. She's, for example, we had God Make I Watch What Happens Live at the bar. We had Shangela as a guest. Like
right.
it's just a different
These
level.
levels,
Okay,
baby.
There's levels to
it's
this,
just a
right?
different level.
Yeah.
Moving forward, Miss Bosco giving us blue Atlantis meets crabs. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm tired of like I want to see long hair on Bosco. I'm tired of this like short looks. Honestly, I want to see some volume. I want to see some just it's giving the same silhouette. It's kind of like
Mhm.
it's
Right.
great. She looks pretty. She looks like I loved what she constructed, but I feel like it's just another Bosco thing in another color, you know? Like
Yeah, I agree. I do like the outfit. I thought it was kind of nice. I like the chest plate. I'm not a huge fan of the neck part with those things sticking out the cones, but I agree with what you said. Like I feel like every time Bosco comes out, I can almost predict how she's gonna look. Like
right.
the same eyebrow makeup, like the same short hair of some sort. I mean, it was nice to see the blue. It was a little different, but yeah, I think Bosco's gonna have to bring a little more to kind of, catch everybody's attention.
Like it
Which
was safe. It was very
yeah, it
safe.
Yeah,
was
it
safe.
gave me safe. I love the colors of it. I wasn't wowed. I'll give her it that she was able to make pants out of tarp because I'm pretty sure
Right.
that's possible sometimes. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was giving safe. Cute
Yeah.
colors.
Cute.
Underwhelming.
Um
After winning
m-
last week, come on.
right, right, right. Well, moving forward, Ms. Jasmine Kennedy was giving us titties. She was giving us
With no nipples.
um literally.
Like, I'm like, where are the
um
nipples? I want to see a nipple.
Ooh, someone's
I don't
horny.
know. What do you guys think of this look? I mean, I'm
I feel like
conflicted.
she deserved this because she wanted to be beasting for all those boxes in the beginning and literally being selfish and making sure that she can go through all the boxes first. And she swore that she was getting all this sickening stuff. And now
Right.
you look crazy.
No,
Now
but
you
what did she
literally look
do exactly? She didn't even do
not.
shit.
First
She
of all, with
took
all those boxes, like what did you
No,
she
do?
took
literally.
she took a bunch of tulle and then wrapped a belt around it and put some titties on because she knew that it was like see through, and she put
What about the hat with like the missing, like
some yellow heels that I don't feel like, why would you think that works?
right?
This wig that looks synthetic as hell, like
Were those shoes in the box? Like, was that part of the challenge? Because or were
child,
they on
they
her own?
the way they look and it might have been from the box. Like
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't
Jasmine
like it.
Kennedy gets me mad because I am rooting for her
I
part
see
of the story.
potential.
I think she's like when they said that she's a young Alyssa Edwards, I'm like, I see that. Like she has potential to be so good. It's
Right.
just like I don't know what your mind is at times. So
Right.
for what frustrated me was really that she stole all these boxes at first and was beasting and then came up with that.
Right.
Is Jasmine like a big name in New York? Like, is she like a established name? Because she was going, I'm from New York. I'm repping New York. Like all this blah blah rah rah. Like,
No.
no, right?
Monet Exchange don't know who she is. Bob the Drag King either. They don't know who she is. They're like the queen. They're like she must be from the newer generation because I'm not
She's like from
around these days.
upstate New York, like not New York City, I think, Chad, because
No, she's not from out here because they don't respect her because they put
they don't know.
Bosco headlined a party at like the Q, which is like a big New York club right now. And
Uh-huh.
where's Jasmine Kennedy? Mind you, Bosco's from Seattle.
Ch-
So Jasmine, I don't know what bells you're ringing, but it's
I've never seen Jasmine in any New York like flyer,
Scene.
anything. Like I've never. So
They
I
do have a
was
show coming up though.
who?
Like Jasmine and Jorgeous and a couple of the other queens are gonna be like in Brooklyn.
I
Oh
think
yes, yes, yes. That is, I know that is that show. I did see that, but also the show is airing right now, so it's
Right.
very easy for her to use
Book
the
something.
clout from the show to like book these places. But baby, you gassed it. You super gassed it. I don't know. Moving on from her, the one that I feel like ate truly, Lady Camden.
ah
Lady Camden. Yeah.
Lady Camden built this Tinkerbell, queen of the fairies. Oh my god, like even just
Eye
looking at her,
candy.
like I want to like kiss her neck. Like you know what I'm saying?
like
Like
I'm just so angry right now. Like I want to leave. Like I'm angry.
Like
Like
lava.
right. She was robbed. The face is beat to perfection, is blended to perfection. The hair is laid
she was
to
a fairy. She
like
was
she
a
was
pixie princess.
literally
I don't
the
know
So
way.
what
why
was
wasn't why didn't she get the win? Like what like why
What?
not? Like what
they're losing their minds. Like I think there needs to be a study being conducted on the judges of RuPaul's Drag Race because they need to start cycling out some fresh people because these they're crazy. Like it's literally RuPaul's show, so he's just like if he likes you, he likes you. He doesn't. He's not seeing talent. He's just like is like love is blind, and I feel like he loves queens, so like he gets blinded by them. and then I don't know, maybe because she has a UK accent and he feels like she's UK, like it's not ringing to him. I don't know, but she ate and she should have won. That's someone who was robbed. Second time in a row.
Wellington, we can't hear.
Oh, Wellington, you're on mute, bro. Oh, he's speechless.
But, I thought she did a great job. Like everything coordinated. The hair looked great. The makeup looked great. The shoes looked great. Like everything, I thought was really good together.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can hear me.
Yep.
Oh, girl. So what I was saying is that I'm not gonna say anything negative about the judges because I don't want to know but
like don't cancel me, we're just fans.
Right. I just think that Ross Matthews needs to be included a little bit more. I think that Ross has a pulse on pop culture and what's current. And yeah.
But take out who? Like
RuPaul. He's lost. He's not okay. He's not.
Raymond,
okay.
You're gonna be blocked by
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go bully him next. Like you need to go. Because he's not all there, and you can tell like he's not all there. And even my boyfriend was telling me like you can hear it in the banter between him and Michelle. It's not the same as past season. Like
yeah,
it's weird. Like it's almost I don't know. It's weird.
You
like,
need to keep up with. You need to keep up with pop culture. You need to keep up with like legit what is happening right now. I feel like they think
they're too stuck in the past and like Studio 54 and like okay, but like something just happened and you can't keep banking this show off of things from the past. Like it's a whole generation. Like, it's cool for us because like we can do our research and it's like we were little kids when you were in your 20s and twirling. But the difference is like kids' parents were still in like ball sacks when you were twirling in your 20s, so like you need to catch up, and like they're not going to catch up. It's a new generation. You need to be fresh. You need to do your research, and I just feel like she's just not doing it. So, and this was a perfect example of how like something is not right in that girl's mind because it's not connecting.
Right,
not connecting.
Well, the judges decided that the winner of the challenge was Jorgeous, and the bottom two was Maddy, Morphosis, and Jasmine Kennedy. And then soon after, before we finish, the untucked moment between Maddy and Jasmine. I mean, like,
that was good.
What was going on with Maddy? Like, are you okay, sister?
Like he was really about to conduct like a hate crime, and I was
so pressed.
He was like, "I hope you give the second best lip sync of the night," and I was like, "Okay."
He talks so much shit and got sent.
No,
like Maddy, that was the worst way you could have been eliminated from the show. The shit you talked.
And
Jasmine gave it back to him though. Like
no, but Jasmine handled that shit like she should have.
She was like, wait, you think you're gonna win?
She was like, do your big one right now. Do your big one. Like, go ahead.
Perform. Took me out.
She was looking left and right, like, wait, yeah, he really thinks he's gonna win this?
Right,
like is he for real or is this a joke?
She said, I'm gonna go get ready for this lip sync, and I think you should too.
Right. In that moment, she's like, I'm gonna leave to let you get ready for the lip sync. Like the floor is yours. Like you can have the stage. I'll give you a 10-second head start. Like
yeah. Literally, I will stand still for 10 seconds. Like, go ahead.
Nah, but they were saying like the song came on like it was Beyonce, and he was like, "Oh shit, this is a Nickelback." I thought this was
not Nickelback. Not that Beyonce song was not it either.
Of all songs, Sugar Mama, like come on,
the budget though. Like
Beyonce was like put one of those songs that I need hits.
We're gonna give you a Beyonce song, but it's like the one that like the label almost took off the album.
Right,
like,
you know what I album.
Like no. Where are y'all getting the rights to this music, baby? But
I did not like that at all.
Yeah, nonetheless, the lip sync wasn't like it was good, but it was just like
hold on, Raymond. Don't like underestimate that lip sync. I thought Jasmine killed that shit.
No, I did, but I think I just like because I feel like that was like Jasmine was performing, like she was doing her talent show all over again. Because like Maddy, like what are you doing? Also, like I need them to like put trigger warnings when they put Maddy on TV again, lip syncing, because oh my god, like that was so cringe. Like I couldn't look. I couldn't look. Like, ooh,
Like,
my
literally cringe.
anxiety. I was in a vomit. It was so
No,
bad.
she
I
ate,
don't. Raymond, what did I say to you last week? I don't want to see Maddy Morphosis. I don't want to smell Maddy Morphosis. I don't want to taste Maddy Morphosis. I don't like Maddy Morphosis. Move to Nigeria and forget.
Nigeria doesn't want him.
Actually, I'm not even gonna do Nigeria like that. Move
back
to
to-
Russia and forget about the world. Like, find yourself a cute Russian girl, have 3 kids, work at a factory for the rest of your life.
Girl.
Like, you do not deserve. Like, I can't. Thank God she was eliminated. Took way too long. It would have been week 2 for me.
Week 1 for me. But
You know what? I'm looking forward. I'm like, after I saw the lip sync, I really want to see Jorgeous versus Jasmine. I feel like that would be.
Yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's how they are. They're gonna purposely do that.
That shit will I.
They're gonna do it for
Like, that
sure.
would give-
You know, production,
forward to
like they know it. So they're like, we need to figure out like how we're gonna do this. Because like,
So, Maddy Morphosis got eliminated. She didn't have the chocolate bar. Thank the fucking Lord.
imagine it was a golden ticket.
I thought they were gonna give it to
I feel like
Maddy.
Ru would be like,
Low key, the dramatics of the music this week was a little bit longer, and I feel like she almost had it. Like the way they like edited it, I was like, okay.
like everybody's like, wait, like this bitch might like.
I was on the edge of my fucking seat. Like I actually believed that she actually.
Not me. I was like, they know better than to give it to that bitch.
No,
like,
I
but
thought
we're
they might.
like, we're in that territory where like they could give it to like, you know, like moving forward, like we already seen like 4 queens get eliminated. I feel like we're in that territory where they could save one of the queens.
I will come out and say that I know who has it.
Wait, do you really?
Yeah, because I just am.
Wait, did you spoil it?
No, don't
I know
spoil
because
it.
I won't spoil it, but it's because I was reading like comments and stuff, and like there's so much that's gonna go on. Like this is crazy.
Wait, do you know the winner?
No, I don't. No one knows the winner. No one ever knows the winner.
Oh, it's
That's
not
one
even
thing,
like on Reddit or none of the blogs.
Nothing, because they purposely like cannot like they purposely do stuff
Like
so that no one
NDAs.
knows the winner until the day of.
Oh, right.
But like 2 of our fave, like I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't
Don't even say anything. Don't even say
like
anything.
this. They are crazy.
Don't even
Bro,
say
honestly,
anything.
I could use some points on the fantasy league. So if you want to spill it,
Raymond.
I haven't. I swear to God, I haven't.
that's how he be getting points, Chael.
I actually was gonna say that we should do one like people get points if they get the person right, but I won't take part in it because I know who it is.
Yes.
So for all of our listeners, we have a little fantasy league going on. Raymond, do you want to explain what it is?
Yeah, so we have a fantasy league, but for Drag Race. So if the queens do certain things, if they win challenges or they say certain stuff or get into arguments or cries, we gain or lose points. So at the beginning of each week, you choose your top 3 queens who you think are going to do the best, or even who you think will do just the right amount of stuff to get you some points. But like it's just so much fun because there'll be a week where a queen is doing so good, aka cornbread, and then the next episode she's fucking crying, and then she goes home, which is like you get too much freaking points for that.
Right.
So it's really fun. It's really fun. But they're being skeptical because I tend to ruin it for myself. But what I always do is I say my top 3 queens, and I say it to the universe, and I even sometimes tell my man because I don't want anybody to think I'm cheating or anything. And then I watch the spoiler just to like prepare myself because I can't deal with the anxiety of not knowing.
Probably for our next season of the Tug, you should like somehow integrate it where like our listeners could join the fantasy league.
Oh my god, yes, that'll be so much fun.
That'd be nice.
That'll be so much fun. Yes. Oh my god.
That'll be cool.
That'd be insane.
So Shantae's and Shashays of the week. Which ladies are you guys picking? Eli, you go first.
Okay, let me think. My sachet. Okay, are we like doing where the person who went home like
no, the winner and the person that goes home cannot be picked because they're clearly the top and bottom.
Right. Don't kick them while they're down.
Okay, so my Shantae would have to be Camden. Once again, I think it was unanimous that she was robbed. I thought she did extremely well. She was beautiful, very well put together. So that was my Shantae. And then my sachet, I think it's either between Deja or Jasmine. I'm going to have to probably say Deja. Because although I didn't like Jasmine's look this week, I do kind of like Jasmine as a person. So Deja, bye.
Right.
Like low-key like want the chocolate bar to be chocolate so she could like eat it.
No, for
So,
me,
yeah, I'm not a
baby,
fan of
it's
that.
like it's Shantae for Lady Camden. I think she is being overlooked, but I don't want to copy Eli either. So for me,
Okay.
it's Daya Betty. I think she is
I
that hurt
understand.
me watching that
Justice,
show.
justice.
Justice
Just
for
for her.
Daya.
And then to also like after asking the judges to like let you know what they want to see, and then you're giving it, and
Right.
it's like, eh.
Like, why
Anyways,
the fuck can't they like? Why can't they do that? Like, just say what you know. Like they're asking for critique. Like,
right,
And
granted,
she
we're
and
on it.
she had a reason. She literally said, "I've never been at the top or
right,
bottom,
Right,
so you guys have never critiqued me.
right.
I
right.
don't.
How
Also,
I
can I
don't."
like
get to the top?
I asked RuPaul, not Carson. So, but anyways, my sachet definitely would have to be Deja Sky.
Thank you.
But I again don't want to copy Eli. So for me is actually I won't copy you because I was more okay with Deja Sky's outfit than Carrie Colby's. Carrie Colby should have
I knew you were gonna say
that
her
was
name. I knew it.
disgusting. That was gross. That was not drag. That was a fucking disgusting thing. It was a drag to see. So,
Wait, I not to cut you off before you
I love. I
go
love. I
on
love
to-
how. Wait. I love how we non-drag queens are like that was not drag.
right.
See, the thing, I think
We just
Carrie,
knew so much about drag.
I think Carrie's used to like putting on an outfit and looking cute. Like she's not used to being in the workroom, like cutting and sewing. Like she's
she's
not
a
here for that
dog.
shit.
She's a dog.
She's like, put me in some designer shit, beat my face, do my hair, and put me on the runway. You know what I mean? And for that reason, I don't think she deserves to win because I don't.
She
feel
reminds me. I don't know if you guys remember the queen, the drag queen, but Miss Fame.
No.
Oh
Raymond,
my god,
your brain surprises me because you be remembering shit like.
girl! Like you named the queen, I can say the season, but she was on Violet Chachki.
Raymond is literally the epitome of me when it comes to housewives.
Right.
Drag
Like
race.
an encyclopedia, like what?
Miss Fame was on the season with Violet Chachki. I think it's season 7, if I'm not mistaken. Or yeah,
Don't
season
ask
7.
us.
Because she is like that. Like she didn't do like drag, but she served the look and she painted herself very well. She was a doll, and now she's in all these fashion. She's like in the front rows of fashion shows.
Yes.
Wait, what is her name? What is her name? I'm curious to look her up.
Miss Fame.
Miss Fame.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, look her up. Watch season 6 on Paramount Plus. No spons.
I'm about to say that. Oh,
Raymond,
she does give.
Raymond literally like reads Wikipedia season pages for like at lunch break.
I'm like, what did she wear that one time? Oh, yeah.
She's like super cunty though, like her face, like
No, she is a fish. Like you thought Gia was serving tilapia.
Oh,
That girl.
No, she
literally,
is fishy. She
literally.
is she. No, she's definitely.
Look at this.
good.
Look at
No,
this.
like
Look at this.
she is crazy.
Yeah.
Did she win?
No,
no,
they sent her ass home.
But
no.
what she? Oh wow.
Sometimes the look is not always. It's not always everything.
Yeah.
For me, my Shantae of the week, I'm going to have to give it to Willow Pill. Willow Pill really turned it this week for me. I think that her look was amazing. I think that I love the spookiness of it all. And I think that she should have been at the top for sure. Like, that was really difficult fabric to deal with. And she did that. Like, she did it. So, yeah, like, I think that Willow Pill should have been at the top. So that's my Shantae. For my sachet, it's gonna have to be Jasmine Kennedy. I'm sorry.
Wow, really?
Jasmine Kennedy is giving Monique Hart cheap drag, throws anything on.
No, you
Bucket-
not.
No, that's
bucket-
I disagree.
yes,
You
I'm
have to
sorry.
keep
I'm
drag.
sorry. Like
This week,
the
maybe
wigs,
this week, but
the
not like
wigs are synthetic as a Barbie doll.
What?
The like I can make better garments from my closet, from my current closet for a drag show than the things that I've seen. The things that I've seen Jasmine Kennedy come out on the runway. So I'm sorry, it's just sashay away, Jasmine. I'm not having it.
What? Oh my god, I'm like still rooting for Jasmine Kennedy.
I'm so
Not
sad
me.
we have to end the podcast on a negative note like that because
Like,
I'm
what
literally
is this?
bothered by
Like,
that opinion.
there goes our sponsors. There goes our followers.
Right.
And like what? Like
Yeah,
now
you
we
might be
sound like we
blocked
don't know
too,
anything.
Chair.
Unpopular opinion, but it is what it is, Chair. If I'm not
Good
on this, if I'm not on this next week, y'all already know why.
Says,
She said her New
he's
York.
telling us now. Like this, that's the reason why.
And also, I have work next week. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I cannot.
Well, that was it. Thank you everybody for joining me today. What an amazing episode. I'm so excited for the season to kind of like get into like that like single digit number of queens where
Yeah,
like
now we know the queens, like
Right, we're getting to know them a little better, getting to know their style, getting to know like their craft. So I think that's good.
yes. Next week's an acting challenge, so I'm super excited.
yeah, acting challenge is always good. I feel like an acting challenge is what weeds out the good queens from like the mediocre queens.
Yes.
So I'm so excited for the acting challenge because we need some of these queens to go. Deja.
No,
Ja-
Deja might do good. I see Deja doing good
Mary.
with the acting.
Mm,
I don't see
Ja-
Jorgeous. Jorgeous, I don't. I she struggles with reading. I
She
feel.
was
So
giving in the preview though.
We'll see,
we
Chad.
shall see.
We'll see,
She's
Chad.
not going nowhere.
That has been the Mother Tucking Tea for episode
Period.
6 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 14. We'll see you here next week, Monday, same time, usually. And thank you for talking to me today. And we love you. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our podcast, give us a review, 5 stars. Like we are here putting in that work. Shine it up for no paycheck, child. So at least give us the review, child. At least give us
Right.
the reviews. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. This was the tea. You decide the shade.